Hello, everyone, and welcome into Tuesday night's coverage of Westside Warrior basketball here on Tubetown. Andy Manus and Wes Cisco here with you, and thanks for joining us on this Tuesday evening as the Westside Warriors get set to take on the Southside Southerners, who've made the trip here from Batesville. A packed gym awaits them. Both teams with a pretty good year so far underneath their belt. We'll pause momentarily for the Star Spangled Banner. All right, Andy Manus and Wes Cisco back here with you at the Westside Warrior Dome. As I mentioned before, the national anthem, the Southside Southerners, coming into tonight's game with a record of 9-2. Of course, the Warriors with a record here at home tonight of 9-1. But again, Wes, we've seen these two teams play before. Got to see them play a little bit last year, and we expect a pretty good matchup here tonight.
Yeah, both teams are coming in tonight 3-0, and they're going into the Christmas break. The winner of this game going into Christmas break will be in the lead in the 4-3A conference. Westside currently is on a 6-game winning streak, and Southside's on a 7-game.
We're going to kick it to our PA announcer here, Keith Campbell, and let him introduce both of our starting lineups for tonight's game.
The team, coaches, cheerleaders, student body, and administration of Westside High School extend to each of you a cordial welcome. We are pleased that you could be here tonight as our guests. The visiting team on the scoreboard tonight will be the Southside Southerners. Southside is coached by Brad McGee and assisted by Jimmy Hodges and Ryan Rich. Southside comes into tonight's contest with an overall record of 9-2 and a conference record of 3-0. Starting for Southside at guard, a 5'9" senior, number 12, Matthew Holyfield. At guard, a 5'9" sophomore, number 15, Devin Halford. At guard, a 5'10" senior, number 21, Will Sikowski. At forward, a 6' sophomore, number 23, Jake Painter. At forward, a 6'3" sophomore, number 32, Trevor Longo. They come into tonight's contest with an overall record of 9-1 and a conference record of 2-0. screen for your Warriors. And forward, he's a 6'2" junior, wearing number 3, Kessler, the Shrill Reaper, Mack. At guard, he's a 6'2" junior, wearing number 35, Riley, the ankle breaker, Falcons. At forward, he's a 6'1" senior, wearing number 15, Gillen, Big Country Smalls. At forward, he's a 6'4" senior, wearing number 23, Jordan, the SWAT Machine Rockers. And at guard, he's a 6'2" senior, wearing number 10, Avery, the Playmaker Phelps.
All right, Andy Manison, West Cisco back here with you at the Warrior Dome, and it is time for some basketball. Your officials for tonight's game, Mark Harden, Matt Fisher, and Adrian Bird. Your starting lineup for the Southside Southerners, number 12, Matthew Holyfield, number 15, Devin Halford, number 21, Will Sitowski, number 23, Jake Painter, and number 32, Trevor Longo, who is out at center circle for tonight's opening tip-off between the Westside Warriors and the Southside Southerners. Jordan Rockers in there for the Warriors. And the Southerners, well, they're going to call a re-jump here.
Yep, no one tipped it.
Of course, for the Warriors, Kessler Mack, Avery Phelps, Dylan Schwartz, Jordan Rockers, and Riley Falcons, your 5 Warriors to start tonight's basketball game. And it'll be the Southerners who come away with the first possession. And already the Warriors are opening things up with a trap defense here.
Oh, and there's going to be an offensive foul as
That's Will Sitowski.
Sitowski gets called pushing off with his elbow.
What an emphatic call from our referee over there on the far sideline as well.
That's called selling your call.
He sold it all right. And we've got one personal underneath the belt for Will Sitowski. One team foul here in the opening 20 seconds. Westside Warrior ball, and the Southerners coming out playing some pretty tight man-to-man defense here.
Looks like they're playing a 2-3 matchup, Randy.
A little bit of something here. How about that? A quick steal from Matthew Holyfield. He's going to take it to the rack, and he'll get fouled from behind. He'll go to the free throw line. The 5'9" senior coming up with a turnover here. Nearly a fast break bucket, but it's Kessler Mack who was able to grab a hold of him and keep him from getting the easy 2.
Matthew Holyfield's on the line now.
First one is up and in. How about the Southerners coming away with a steal there? Playing some tight defense.
You know, going into this, I was looking at the rosters for Southside, and they have 8 players over 6 foot tall. And I thought it might be a mismatch in styles. So it looks like they want to run just as much as Westside does.
Yeah, very, very similar looking teams out here on the floor. And how about the Warriors opening things up here on Tuesday night with a 3-pointer from Kessler Mack. Quick shot on the other end, and we've got a blocking foul called underneath the basket, and it looks like that one's going to go against Kessler Mack. So he gets back trying to play some defense and gets caught out of position, can't get his feet set.
Take a look right here, and that there he's already leaning.
Yeah, he kind of raised up and left the floor a little bit there, but that's 2 quick ones on Kessler Mack, so he'll come out, and Craig Hart will check into the game. That will be big.
That's a big blow for the Warriors because Mack has been red hot here lately.
One for 2 on that trip to the free throw line. There's a quick 3-pointer from Falcons off the mark. It's a defensive rebound going the other way now with Sitowski.
He misses the layup.
Sitowski off the mark there. Here comes Phelps with it into traffic. Hop step, shot from the left side. No good, but he'll go to the free throw line. Fouled on his way up. Southerner fans behind us don't like it. Take a look at Phelps here as he hops between the defenders there.
And they're going to call that on Trevor Longo. And Phelps going up the line for 2. First one's up and in.
2 fouls on the Southerners here in the first half. 2 fouls on the Warriors. We're not even a minute and a half into this game. Second one off the mark from Phelps. 1 for 2 on that trip. Westside leads this one 4-3.
I don't think you could have picked a better game before the Christmas break for us to have, Andy.
Should be a tight matchup all the way through. We've already had 3 lead changes. It's been tied once.
Oh, nice backdoor cut. Out of position was Longo on the layup.
Here's Phelps going behind his back, steps over to the right wing, launches the three-pointer off the mark. Rebound winds up in the hand of the Southerners, and here comes Devin Halford. Halford will score a difficult shot off the right side, but he kisses it off the glass. And now the Southerners back on top by 1. 5-4 with 5:52 left to play here in the first quarter. Falcons lobs one down low on the blocks. There's Phelps who goes up to get it, pivots, and he's able to score from right underneath the basket. First of all, I don't even know how he came down with the ball. He just elevated above everyone.
That's in football terms, that was a jump ball.
Here's Sitkowski showing off his handles at the top of the key, working on Harp. Sitkowski gets it back, still working on Harp. Now a handoff over here to Matthew Holyfield at center circle. There's a steal for Phelps. Nope, excuse me, Schwartz with the coast-to-coast steal and basket.
And that was a good job there by Schwartz to read the offense, and the passer was telegraphed where he was going to send that one.
So it's a 3-point lead here for the Warriors. 8-5, under 5 left to play. There's a shot by Halford off the mark. Warriors come down with it. Now they'll bring it up the floor. Here's Harp from the left elbow. They're going to let the offense get set up. They get it to Falcons. Falcons is going to drive. Shot got blocked, and yeah, whistle was called. Falcons will go to the free throw line, fouled on the way up. And they are going to get Trevor Longo. There's that steal from Schwartz a minute ago. Easy fast break bucket for him.
Longo's already picked up 2, so he's in early foul trouble.
And Caden Husky will check into the game for the Southerners. There's the inbound pass to Phelps. Phelps going to travel on his way to the basket. So now with under 4:30 left to play, Sitkowski brings it across the timeline. He's going to work to the right on Hart, trying to get the bump call, but the referee.
And that's going to be Westside basketball.
Yeah, there's a jump ball right there.
Westside basketball.
Coach McGee's telling Sitkowski to work the ball around. He don't have to just try to take everything off a dribble.
Here's a baseline drive from Phelps. Spins.
It's going to be, I believe they called traveling.
Okay. Back-to-back travel calls on Avery Phelps, the playmaker.
Southside basketball.
So now here comes Matthew Holyfield. Trying to set a screen for him, it looks like. Holyfield's going to drive over 2 defenders, leaning away from the basket. Holyfield hits the difficult shot, and now these Southerners trail by just 1.
And that was just a pure shot, too. Oh, we're going to have a foul.
Oh, and Matthew Holyfield showing some restraint there, gets called for the foul. He didn't agree with it. The Southerner fans didn't agree with it. Neither does Coach Brad McKee as he pleads his case right next to Jordan Rockers, who's inbounding it. Oh, and that was a pretty rough call. Right here in front of us, looked like Holyfield might have gotten all ball there, but he picks up his first personal foul. It's a 3-point attempt for the Warriors, no good. Rebound winds up in the hands of Rockers. Rockers has it poked loose, regains the ball. His shot's off the mark. And now they'll kick it back out to Phelps. We'll try to set up the offense. Southerners playing great defense here.
Yeah, both of these teams are playing the extended matchup zone, and Rockers cannot hit from there at the end, and there's finally going to be a foul on the Southerners.
Yeah, Rockers goes up for the second attempt, and you got to like Felkins bailing out of that three-pointer there to try to dish it off down low. It looked like he was attempting the three-pointer initially, but saw Rockers open in the low post and was able to get it down to him. Rockers on his first free throw attempt is good. The lead back up to 2 now for the Warriors. Biggest lead they've had has been 3, and Rockers can get it back up to that with a free throw here. He does. Now 10-7 with 3:11 left to play. So far through the first quarter, over halfway, we are getting the game we thought we would. A little bit of back and forth action here between the Southerners and the Warriors on Tubetown. Here's Sikowski working to the left off a screen. He showed off his handles a couple times here in the first quarter, and he has got some moves. There's a crossover. Oh, he's able to keep his pivot foot down there.
Yeah, he sure did.
Schwartz is going to run into him. He just couldn't hold up his body control there. Watch as Sikowski gets the crossover, keeps that right foot planted, and that's enough to get Schwartz in the air.
That's beautiful to keep that foot there planted, that pivot foot planted.
And Schwartz picks up his first personal foul. Now it's the third team foul on the Warriors. Southerners already have 5. We're at the 2:30 mark, and Warriors fans wanted to walk here on Holyfield. They don't get it on the other end. Phelps with the scoop shot. Nice underhanded finish on the fast break from Avery Phelps.
And you was talking about there's one that's sitting over there. Jordan Rockers was in great vertical position. That's why, the Southerners fans wanted a foul, and the Westside fans wanted a turnover.
Sikowski has to pick up his dribble as he hits the double team at the top of the key. Now they got it in the corner. There's the trap in the corner. Sikowski saves it from going. Oh, wow. He just got away with an elbow there, too. There's a three-point attempt from Holyfield off the mark. Rebound goes to the Warriors. We're keeping an eye out on that. It looked like Holyfield got away with a cheap one, maybe on Hart, trying to go around him. There's a shot by Felkins right there at the free throw line off the mark. And now with 1:35 left to play and trailing by 5, the Southerners will bring it up into the front court. Sikowski across center circle, picked up by Hart. Schwartz basically wearing the jersey of Matthew Holyfield there, trying to keep him from moving the ball at all. Schwartz comes up with a steal, nearly, but Southerners will hold on to it with a 1:10 left to play in the quarter. Here's Halford now to Holyfield, and now it's Sikowski with it once again near the top of the key. Now Sikowski working on Schwartz. They got a switch, maybe the switch they wanted. Here's Halford, goes right around the defender. Shot from the free throw line will fall, and Halford now with 4 points in the quarter.
And that was a good job by Southside there to work the ball until they got their shot. They didn't rush anything and got the shot they wanted.
With 40 seconds remaining here in the quarter, you wonder if Westside will hold on to it, but there's your answer. They won't. And it's Avery Phelps now with 7 points here in the quarter. And that gives the Warriors a 5-point lead once again, under 30 seconds left to play in the first. There's Holyfield looking over here at Coach McKee on the sideline. Harp attempting a quick steal, and there's a charge. Holyfield got away with a couple here in the first quarter, but he's not going to get away with that one. Nice little sail job there by Harp as well.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing is, if you notice right here, he pushes that hand a little bit further out that time. Like you said, nice sail job, but he did put that elbow out just a little bit further than what he had the last couple of trips, and that cost him.
Yeah, that's number 2 on Matthew Holyfield, and in his place will be Jonathan Shane. So Shane checks into the game for the Southerners with 13 seconds remaining. 14-9 is the score. Westside leads Southside. Phelps.
Oh, there's an illegal pick. Yes.
3-point attempt. Will stop the clock at 6.4 seconds remaining, and now that will give Jordan Rockers his first personal foul. 4th team foul on the Warriors in the first half. Got a couple more to give, as do the Southerners. 6 seconds left. Southerners have the ball. And there's a quick reach in on Craig Hart, who's doing everything he can do to stay in front of Will Sikowski. That's a tough task, as we've seen throughout the first quarter. He can get you going left and right with those dribbles. 3 seconds left. Sikowski, step back, leans into the defense, and no foul called as time expires. Sikowski's shot falls short and to the left, and we are headed to the second quarter with a 5-point ball game on our hands. Westside leading Southside 14-9. We're back with the second quarter right after this on Tubetown. Andy Maness and Wes Cisco back here with you at the Warrior Dome. We want to remind you that tonight's coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by Hubbard & Hope Furniture, Everyday Chef, and SSR Insulation, LLC. Again, 14-9 is the score. Westside leading Southside. And it was a pretty tight first quarter there, Wes.
Yeah, so a great first quarter. Only a 5-point difference. I believe that's what we're going to see most of this game.
Starting the second quarter for your Westside Warriors. Excuse me, Avery Feltz, Dylan Schwartz, Jordan Rockers, Riley Felkins, and looks like Kessler Mack back out there. He's got 2 fouls. Set him down a little bit earlier in the first quarter to keep him out of foul trouble. Here's Sitkowski from the top of the key for the Southerners, off the mark. Long rebound, winds up with Southside. Now here's a drive. Holyfield shot, off the mark. And another rebound for the Southerners. Holyfield now fakes the pass. He'll shoot the 3. Fighting for the rebound and double teamed is one of the Southerners right underneath the basket.
I believe that's going to, and they're calling the foul on number 10, Jonathan Shane.
And that will be number 7, so it's a 1-and-1 coming up here for the Warriors. Coach Whitmire holding both fingers up. Index fingers, I should say. Always important to clarify there. So Rockers will head to the free throw line. He's 2 for 2 already tonight. And a chance to add on to this Warrior lead. West, we had 5 lead changes there in that first quarter, not including a tie ball game.
I'm telling you, this got the potential to be an instant classic.
Rockers on the front end of that 1-and-1 cannot hit. And Southerners come down with the rebound. Here's Sitkowski. Nice little behind-the-back pass to Holyfield. He'll step inside the three-point line. His shot's no good. Here comes Feltz with it. Nice bounce pass ahead to Felkins. Felkins scores off the right side. A beautiful assist from Avery Feltz.
That's just a great job of Westside running the floor after getting the rebound and just out hustling the Southerners to the other end of the floor.
7-point lead now for the Warriors, and once again they've got numbers. Here comes Feltz, sidesteps the defense, and he'll lay it right in, and there's a timeout from Coach Brad McKee, who has seen enough of this quick run here by the Warriors to start the second quarter. Lead is up to 9, the biggest lead of the night so far here for the Warriors.
And one thing I learned earlier about the Southerners is they are down a starter. Number 5, Cody Ritchie, the starter, who got injured during football season, injured his back. He is cleared to play, but Coach McGee decided to keep him out of a few more games until they start the second semester and get him back for the big run.
You take a look at that lay-in by Avery Feltz that forced the Southside timeout. As Wes mentioned, kind of trying to figure out their own personnel as they're without one of their key contributors, and this will be one of their toughest tasks that they'll face here in the early season in the Westside Warriors. It's 18-9. Southerners come out of the timeout trailing by 9 with 6:30 left to play in the second quarter, and there's a kick ball by Jordan Rockers. Good job of getting his foot out to kick that one away. Halford inbounds it over to Sikowski. And again, the Warriors look like they want to try to trap along the corners or the baseline. There's a nice block by Jordan Rockers. They call him the SWAT machine, and that's why. Mack over to Felts, back to Rockers. Oh! And how about that for a how do you do? Jonathan Shane going up and returning the favor. Now on the other end, there's a three-point attempt by Halford, off the mark. It's going to be Holyfield who comes down with it on the baseline. He'll attempt a shot, and now he'll go to the free throw line. Well, back-to-back blocks on both ends of the floor. So take a look at this block from Jordan Rockers. And it's Schwartz who picks up his second personal foul. Take a look at the second block right after that first one. Nice passing by the Warriors, but Shane says no, sir. Holyfield goes 1 for 2 on that trip. Can't hit his first, but he hits his second, and now it's 18-10. The lead trimmed to 8. And there's the steal for the Southerners, and the Warriors get it right back. And they're going to say
he went out of
bounds on the slide there. Good steal by Avery Felts, just obviously couldn't control himself on the slide. So back to the Southerners it goes. 5:42 left to play. They're going to clean up some of this perspiration over here right in front of our broadcast position.
And Rockers was, a while ago, we was talking about that SWAT by the Southerners. That was by a sophomore, Jonathan Shane. He's 6'2".
Showed every inch of his height there. Sending that one back down the other direction of the court. So here's Holyfield working on Felkins now. Gives it up for Halford on the left elbow. Looks like I wanted to maybe again attempt a trap there, but they'll stay in this zone defense. There's the trap in the corner. Sikowski now with a spin from the left elbow. Nearly lost it. Now tying it up.
Oh, there's going to be a technical foul also.
Brady Johnson and Will Sikowski tying it up, and Sikowski kind of rips it away aggressively, and Brady Johnson gets away with a little bit of a shove there. Well, no, I guess that was all. It looked like it was all on Sikowski's end.
We got a double technical foul on 21, Sikowski.
And then it'll be on Brady Johnson for showing a little bit too much aggression there. It looked like actually most of the aggression was shown on Sikowski there. But again, both of these teams playing very competitively here throughout the first 16 minutes of tonight's ball game. First foul on Brady Johnson. That'll be the second on Sikowski. Coach Whitmire a little bit upset about the call. Felts over here now trying to plead his case to the referee.
Well, that's a good job, but go ahead and, there's a little extracurricular activity. Go ahead and, as the old Barney Fife saying, nip in the bud now. Call it on both of them, and you don't have to worry about it. And there's a nice three-point shot.
Silky smooth from Avery Felts.
And he's got 12 points now.
And there's Jordan Rockers going to pick up his second personal foul. Avery Felts looked the defender right in the eye, sidestepped him, and then just drained a three-pointer in his face. What a beautiful shot there by Avery Felts. So Matthew Holyfield at the line. First one will ring around and fall, so a second one coming up. 18 fouls for both of these teams here in the first half. Second one on the way, off the mark. Felts comes down with the rebound. Logan McPherson has checked into the game. Here's Felkins, who drives straight to the basket and finishes with a fancy finger roll.
Nobody even tried to step up to defend him on that. They just let him have whatever he wanted.
23-11. The lead up to 12. Southerners in the front court, a little bit of trouble for Jonathan Shane. He gets it off to the teammate, and it's Holyfield who will drive, and he'll go back to the free throw line. Foul is going to go against Logan McPherson. That's his first personal foul coming in off of the bench. Now 9 team fouls on the Warriors with 4:16 left to play in the second quarter. Getting ready to check back in is the 6'1" sophomore Jake Painter, as his teammate Matthew Holyfield has spent a lot of time at the free throw line tonight. He hits his first one here. Jonathan Shane will check out of the game. Second free throw coming up here to make it a 10-point ball game, and Holyfield does just that. Feltz up the floor, and a three-point shot from Mack, who's spent a lot of time on the bench. There is Brady Johnson trying to tip a rebound back, and he's going to get called for his second personal foul.
And so that's going to put the Southerners in for 2 shots.
And Coach Whitmire not happy with that call at all. So Trevor Longo is at the free throw line. He's a 6'3" sophomore for Southside. He will hit the first one, second one on the way, and that makes it a single-digit deficit once more for the Southerners. Second one falls for Longo, and it's now an 8-point margin. And the Warriors have 4 minutes left to play here in the second quarter. Falcons met by Holyfield. He's coming out and playing some aggressive defense. Now here's Sitkowski on Feltz. Oh, there's a give and go attempt, but instead Mack is going to attempt a three-pointer. It's off the mark. It's Halford who comes down with a rebound. Here's Sitkowski, goes behind his back. Now he's going to drive, goes behind his back again. Steps back. He'll leave it in the corner for Painter. Now skip pass over here on the left elbow. And they'll work it back up near center circle for Holyfield. He wants to drive. Doesn't use the screen set up for him to the right. Instead, he goes to the left, drives through the defense, and it's now a 6-point game.
A nice job of keeping the ball on his left side and going ahead and doing the left-handed layup like you're supposed to.
There's Feltz
and there's
on the drive.
There's going to be an offensive foul. And that's going to be on Rockers. And that's going to be his. Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, they just changed it.
I was going to say, Feltz driving the basket there. That'll be his first personal foul.
They give the number for Rockers, and I thought, well.
So now trailing by 6, here comes Southside. 3:08 left to play. Sitkowski crosses the timeline. He'll work to the left off the screen. There's the double team. Good 2-3 zone here by Westside. Holyfield dribbling in circles around Harp here at the top of the key. Now he's going to drive, tries to get it over the defense, but great job by the Warriors standing tall in the low post.
I believe they're going to get Logan McPherson on the floor. They sure are. That's his second personal foul. And so that's going to put Trevor Longo back on the line to shoot 2.
That's got to be frustrating for the Warriors after they come up with a blocked shot. Southside gets the rebound, and now they're at the free throw line because of the foul. That one will bounce out. Longo now 2 for 3 from the free throw line, as Brady Johnson checks back into the game, sending Logan McPherson to the bench with 2 fouls. Second one won't fall for Longo either. Rebound goes to the Warriors. Deep three-point attempt from Falcons. There's Harp coming up with a rebound. Wide open three-pointer from Kessler Mack. And the Mack attack is back here in the second quarter, extending the lead back out to 9.
You could tell he was on the bench there for a while because he missed a few shots, but he got that one, just drained it.
Yep, definitely took him a couple to get back in the rhythm, but now he might be in one, and that could spell trouble for the Southerners. There's a baseline shot, no good, but they get their own rebound. Now a three-point shot from Holyfield off the mark. He gets his own rebound. Spins, leaning, no good, and a foul going to be called against Southside. It'll be, I believe, on Trevor Longo. Going up trying to get that rebound, and if so, that will be number 3 on the 6'3" sophomore.
I thought they called it on 20. Yeah, 23, so that's going to be on Jake Painter.
Jake Painter, his second, team's 9th. Number 10, Avery.
My dyslexia showing there a little bit. I went from 32 to 23, so it is Jake Painter called for his second personal. And it'll be Feltz hitting the front end of his 1-and-1. That now makes 13 points here in the game for Feltz. He can't hit a second, so that's where he'll stay for the time being. Here's Holyfield bringing it up the floor. Southerner fans want to call on Hart. They're not going to get one. Holyfield drives right to the basket. Can't hit the shot, going up and under. Here's Feltz now. 1-on-2, leaning against the defense.
That's going to be a blocking foul.
And they call it a charge.
Oh, wow.
They call a charge on Avery Feltz, who tried to take it coast to coast.
Let's look at this one right here. I think he was moving. I think he was still moving, just like what we saw on Westside all ago. But yet, the official called it as a player control.
Yeah, it looked like the defender had started to lift up a little bit and start to lean backwards before Feltz had got there, but either way, the call gives it back to the Southerners. They trail by 10, 27-17, $1:30 left to play here in the first half. Here's Will Sitkowski with it, double teamed, triple teamed now. He's able to get it over to Painter. Now over to Halford. Halford. Oh, so the Westside fans here on the opposite side of the gym, they wanted to travel and they're not going to get one. Sitkowski trying to work off the screen. Very physical play here.
Oh, nice
how he
job.
maintained his dribble through that. Puts up a shot off the high glass, no good. Fancy drive by Sitkowski, but he can't finish it. And now here come the Warriors. There's a dish off to McPherson, who can't finish off the high glass. Sitkowski now weaving through the defense. Nice finish on the fast break bucket. His first 2 points of the ball game, they come in emphatic fashion. Three-point attempt from Hart, off the mark, and a foul called away from the ball on the opposite corner of the court. I think they got Logan McPherson.
They did. That's going to be his third
personal.
That's going to be on the rebound, so it's not a team control foul. So the Southerners will go to the foul line.
Well, everybody catch your breath here after a quick couple of shots. How about Will Sitkowski? Not only with the fancy handles, I know he didn't finish that shot, but what an excellent drive. And then he may not have finished that one, but he came back down the court with a nice fast break finish going up and under from left to right.
Exactly. It was just a beautiful shot.
Off the mark is Caden Husky.
He missed them both. 30 seconds left to go in a half.
And the lead is at 12. Sorry. It's at 8. I had to do a little bit of math there. I knew it as soon as I said it. I was like, that's not right. Here's Hart from the corner. Three-pointer, no good. And with 13 seconds left, Southside has a chance for the last shot. Ahead to Holyfield. He's picked up by McPherson. Holyfield drives, baseline, no good. Fighting for the rebound. It'll go out of bounds, and it'll go to Westside with 2.1 seconds remaining in the half. So a chance to set up for a full court shot here. There's Falcons, 1 second left, gets the shot away, off the high glass, no good, and the two teams will head to the locker room. 27-19 is the score. It looked like Coach Whitmire and Matthew Holyfield were exchanging some words here in front of the Warrior bench before the two teams headed to the locker room. To see if we can find out what that's about here momentarily. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back with some halftime stats for you right after this, as you're watching Westside Warrior basketball on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Life doesn't always go as planned. So when a power surge affects your TV, or a breakfast mishap takes out your laptop, Guardware multi-device protection gives you peace of mind, knowing your devices will be repaired or replaced with just one call, and without breaking the bank. Protection you can trust. Guardware from Ritter. Enroll today to keep what matters most protected tomorrow.
How much bandwidth will satisfy your home's hunger? The average household now has more wireless devices in use a day than ever before, including TVs, laptops, tablets, and smartphones. HD streaming and gaming can use large amounts of data and slow down speeds for other users. The more devices you use, the more bandwidth your home needs. So make sure you have enough bandwidth. Get up to 100 megs with internet from Ritter Communications. It's the speed you need to power all your devices. Call today.
No matter what kind of business you own or operate, you need to keep it connected. Ritter Communications delivers the fastest business internet speeds available at a price that won't slow you down. Ritter offers reliable 24-hour service with network monitoring, along with the scalable options your business needs to grow. And we do it all on our own fiber optic network. The choice is yours, and so is the savings. Connect to something better. Call or visit ritterbusiness.com today.
911, what's your emergency?
I'm home alone. Someone is trying to get in the back door.
Find a safe place like in a closet or under a bed, okay?
Okay.
Be very quiet and don't worry. Your home phone gave me your location.
Hurry.
Help is on the way.
Only a dedicated home phone can quickly pinpoint your address for emergency personnel. Cell phones can't. Keep your loved ones safe for less than 60 cents a day with a home phone from Ritter. Call today or go to rittercommunications.com.
Introducing Ritter Home Security. Ritter takes care of protecting what's most important to you, from threats like unwelcome visitors and fire, to making your life easier by putting the control of your home at your fingertips. Use the free app to shut the garage, lock the door, turn off lights, arm the system, and more. You can even turn back the thermostat to help save money on your energy bill. Plus, get a snapshot when your kids get home. It's smart, beautiful, convenient, and ready for your busy life. Ritter Home Security.
For your smartphones, tablets, phablets. For the browsers you carry in your trousers. Wowzers! For your big screens and small screens, short screens and tall screens, get speed that screams. From the top of your desk to the palm of your hand, it's the fastest internet speed in the land.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. If you're not getting your internet from Ritter, you should. Call 888-336-4466 today. Ritter Communications. Right by you.
High-speed internet for every grown-up, grandparent, kid, teen, and in between. Ritter's got it. Every JPEG, MPEG, and GIF for the working mom or the working stiff, loaded in a GIF. Whether you're a blogger, gamer, or pixel tamer, don't be a slow-speed blamer. Don't waste your time waiting to load that page. Get Ritter high-speed internet. It's all the rage.
There's no end to your online possibilities with up to 100 meg internet speeds. Only from Ritter Communications, right by you.
Technology was supposed to make our lives easier. No one told us about the plethora of glitches, viruses, hackers, hundreds of passwords to remember, and getting all our tech to sync up. Introducing Tech Home. Technology made easy for you and your devices. Tech Home makes it easy to set up, protect, and enjoy your internet-connected devices anytime, anywhere. Security, password management, backup, and premium tech support. Get back in charge of your digital life now with Tech Home.
Andy Maness and West Cisco welcome you back to the Warrior Dome here on Tuesday night. Westside currently leading the Southside Southerners 27-19 after the first two quarters. Wes, this has been the game that we thought we might get from both of these teams so far.
Yeah, and then Southside was come out a little cold in the second quarter, so that's where the difference right now is.
Yeah, you take a look at the stats from the free throw line. 9 for 16 from the free throw line for the Southerners. Not a good average. You look at the Warriors, they've only been to the free throw line a handful of times. They've only shot 7 free throws. They've only missed 3, though.
Yeah,
but again, you see the big difference has been fouls, too.
And yeah, fouls. Westside has fouled 14 times, and that includes the one technical foul, and Southside with 9, including the one technical foul. And then you look at the field goals. Southside hasn't hit a three-point shot. They're only 5 for 15 in the two-point range, while Westside's even struggling. We've seen them on the three-point attempts. They're 3 for 12 and 7 for 11 from the two-point range.
Well, I think the Southerners have been playing some pretty good defense too. We've seen them come out here tonight.
Yes.
They forced a couple of turnovers, and they have been facing this Warrior offense with some tenacity tonight.
Yeah,
they have been all over.
Westside has made 8 turnovers, while only 5 turnovers for the Southerners. And you look at our leading scorers for Southside, Matthew Hollifield with 10. Avery Phelps is with 13.
Yeah, so again, an interesting second half ahead of us here for Westside and Southside. We're going to see if the Southerners can narrow the deficit when we come back. We'll have the third quarter of action for you between Westside and Southside. We want to remind you that the Everyday Chef is a proud sponsor of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. From unique products like Mackenzie Childs or dinnerware such as Vaatri and Juliska to original art pieces from Arkansas artist James Hayes and Miller's Mud. They're your one-stop shop for all your gift and entertainment ideas, as well as bridal registry. The Everyday Chef offers personalized service for all your gift needs and free gift wrapping. The Everyday Chef and the Wofford family are about giving back to the community, and they want everyone to know that they care about their customers and always put them first. Come by and see them at the Everyday Chef, 2325 Red Wolf Boulevard in Jonesboro. Back with more action from the Warrior Dome after this on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Oh, hold on just a minute. Are you looking for a new living room suite, a beautiful new bedroom suite, a really comfy recliner?
You need a visit to Hubbard & Hulk Furniture. You'll find a great selection at great prices and a free gift. With any $250 purchase, you'll get a Ginger Mountain Christmas candle absolutely free.
You'll have a Merry Christmas with new furniture, in-store financing, free delivery, and a great smelling house.
At Hubbard & Hulk Furniture, Blytheville and Osceola.
You live. We put you first. Introducing You First Banking. Only at First National Bank.
Follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter. Search for @TubetownOnline. Again, @TubetownOnline on Facebook and Twitter.
Andy Maness and West Cisco back here with you at the Warrior Dome, getting ready to start the third quarter between the Southside Southerners and your Westside Warriors. Southside coming out of the halftime break with their starting five: Matthew Holyfield, Devin Halford, Will Sikowski, Jake Painter, and Trevor Longo. The Warriors coming out with their usual starting five as well. It's Mack, Feltz, Schwartz, Rockers, and Felkins. And the Warriors coming out again playing that trap zone defense here. Almost coming up with a turnover here in the corner, and they do.
They did. They call them for traveling out of the trap.
So a turnover to start the third quarter is not how Coach McKee wanted things to go for his Southerners. Warriors have it within the first 20 seconds. Here's Rockers, turns around, he'll put it on the floor, leaves it for Mack in the corner. Mack trying to pick back up where he left off there in the second quarter. Instead, it's tipped out now to Feltz. Feltz for three, can't hit it. Rockers comes skying in for the rebound, put back no good. Felkins rather, finally will score off the glass, and it's now a 10-point lead again for the Warriors. Every single Warrior got a touch on it, possession.
Had an opportunity on that one, didn't they?
Actually, I think Schwartz was the only one who didn't get a finger on the ball. And there's a nice basket scored off the right side by Trevor Longo. Won't get any easier than that for the 6'3 sophomore.
2-point basket, Trevor
At the half, Blible's up 26-21 against Valley View.
There's a thought it was going to be a give and go. Instead, it's a three-pointer for Felkins. Felkins off the mark. Ball tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Jake Painter, so we'll keep it here with the Warriors underneath their basket. Now checking in is going to be Jonathan Shane, and that's going to send Jake Painter back to the bench. So Feltz comes over to inbound it, gets it to Rockers, back to Feltz. He thought about popping that corner three, but he'll take it up top now. Here's Mack from the right elbow. Back to Feltz. Back to Mack. Mack for three. Too short. And it's Halford who comes up with the rebound. Now he'll take it. And a one-on-three chance. And he decides to pull up from about 6 feet out and can't drain it.
Little short on that shot.
Mack is off the mark on his shot. Rockers' putback attempt is no good. It hung on the rim for what seemed like about an hour. Now Sikowski broke his own ankles out here. Trying to go between his legs and tripped himself up. Now under 6 left to play here in the quarter. 29-21's the score. It's an 8-point game in favor of the Warriors. In an even 2-2 quarter here so far. There's Sikowski missing the three. Offensive rebound by Jonathan Shane, and he can't hit it. And might have got away with a little bit of a hip check there. Here's a deep three-point attempt from Feltz. Off the mark. Trying to get that rebound with Schwartz. Southerner fans wanted a push from behind. They did not get the call, but they will get one as Sikowski brings it up the floor. They call that on, I believe, Riley Felkins. It is Riley Felkins. That's his first.
Yeah, it's just there's no rhythm on either side right now, the offensive end, Andy. We've had some points scored, but no one's really getting into a rhythm.
Yeah, each team with one field goal here in the third quarter. And we're about 3 minutes in to the second half. Sikowski backs up. He's going to work to the right off a screen. Now he'll drive. He's got some great handles for sure. Here's a drive from Holyfield. Holyfield can't hit it. They don't get the foul call. But there to clean up the glass is Jonathan Shane. He gets the putback to fall. He'll go to the line as well. And Kessler Mack is charged with his third personal foul. So Shane picks up his first basket of the night and one opportunity coming up and a chance to make it a 5-point ball game, and he does.
And now Mack's got to be careful. You still got a quarter and a half to go, and you've already got 3 fouls.
There's a drive from Felkins. Took about 4 steps on the way, but no call. Felkins will get a layup right in front of the basket. 8 points now in the game for him. Sikowski, no look pass over here to Holyfield at the top of the key. Now Sikowski thought about driving. And over to Halford. Halford nearly coughed it up. Now to Holyfield. Holyfield from the free throw line. Great shot right over the defender. And Holyfield now with 12 points in the game has pulled his team to back within 5.
Great job of looking to see what the defense was giving him. Gave him a free throw shot and nailed it.
Felkins for 3 from the top of the key. No good. Schwartz, his putback won't fall either. Now here comes Sikowski. 1-on-4. He'll slow up. Let the rest of the offense catch up. Twice he ran into his teammate. 3-point attempt off the mark, and the Southerners still can't buy a line from behind the 3-point line. Buy a bucket from behind the 3-point line, rather. A jump ball. Oh, a little bit of pushing and shoving going on there again between Halford and Schwartz. Schwartz pleading his case right now.
Schwartz is the one that picked up the technical foul.
Well, a little bit of aggression between the two on the way up, and we saw this last time the two teams tied up for a jump ball. Feltz is over here pleading his case to the referee, and whatever he said to the referee made him laugh. Feltz was not smiling, though, so now Feltz and one of the officials are having a conversation over here. Third team foul call on the Warriors. Holyfield at the free throw line attempting the technical. He'll hit the first one, second one on the way, and the Southerners will get the ball back if he hits this, trailing by just 3. He'll nail it.
And then they'll get the ball at half court.
Well, things changed real quick and in a hurry, and now Coach Whitmire is going to call a 30-second timeout before we inbound it here. He wants to talk some things over and settle his team down after that. Again, that's the second time we've seen these two teams tie up for a jump ball. Both times resulted in some aggressive separation. So again, I think it just goes back to how competitive both of these squads are and how important tonight's game really is.
Yeah, but you still got to maintain some composure out on the floor. I mean, both teams know this.
We want to remind you that live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown is brought to you by First National Bank, Interior Design Plus, and Jonesboro Auto Auction. Andy Maness and West Cisco here with you. 3:39 left to play in the third quarter. 31-28. It is a 3-point lead for the Warriors, but it's Southerner basketball with a chance to tie it up here on this possession. But they are still putting up a goose egg from behind the 3-point line, Wes.
Yeah, they are 0 for 9 from behind the 3-point arc for the game.
3:35 left to play. Sikowski takes the inbound pass. He'll be picked up by Felkins in the backcourt. Felkins all over him. They get it away to Holyfield. Now to Halford in the corner. It's like they're trying to set up something down low for Longo, but it's, again, great defense being played by Feltz and Schwartz. Here's a drive for Holyfield. Floater over the defense and a blocking foul called on Feltz.
He tried the flop.
Yeah, take a look at the replay here. There's a nice drive by Holyfield going around the defense, and then, yep, Feltz just tried to sell it right there at the end.
And there was nothing to sell there.
So now this one will tie it up. It'll be the first time we've tied since way back in the first quarter. Had 5 lead changes in the first quarter and a tie ball game. It has been Westside lead ever since until now. 3:15 left to play in the third, and now the Southerners are back in this all of a sudden. Quick shot on the other end. Well, it didn't last long as Feltz will break the tie.
You know, he has some of the craziest shots go in for him as the Southerners turn the ball over.
Yep, trying to get it cross court, and instead it goes out of bounds a bit too high for its intended receiver. And now with under 3 minutes left, here come the Warriors. Falcons trying to hit Mack over in the far corner. Instead, it's Holyfield coming away with it, and now the Warriors come up with a steal. How about that? Holyfield had his pocket picked right underneath the basket. Falcons can't hit the up and under bucket, and now here comes Sitkowski dribbling with his left hand. Trying to drive, falls on top of it. Loose ball.
No one had the ball. Coach McGee was trying to get a timeout, but the ball was loose, so they couldn't call it a timeout.
And Phelps will take it coast to coast for his 4th point of the quarter. Now 17 in the game, and the Warriors are back up by 4.
And he's still asking for the time from a while ago for the timeout. The only thing is the ball was loose. That's why they could not grant the timeout.
Halford at the free throw line, can't hit it. It's Longo who comes up with the rebound, but Rockers just gets in there and rips it right out of his arms. It'll go out of bounds. Last touched by Rockers, but man, what aggressive defensive play by the Warriors on that shot possession. Southerners trail by 4. They're going to inbound it to the backcourt and let Sitkowski cross the timeline with $1:50 to play in the quarter. There's the screen, but great help defense by Rockers. And now there's the switch. Oh, he stepped right around Rockers. There's the three-pointer, but he couldn't hit it. Well, Sitkowski's made the dribbles look good all night long, but he can't finish any of them. Phelps had his pocket poked. It nearly went out of bounds. Now here's Falcons in the corner. Can't hit it. And that one does go out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. What? Whew. Buckle your seatbelt and put your tray tables into the upright position, because this last minute of this quarter and the final 8 minutes of this ball game are going to be fast-paced and very interesting.
And only a 4-point lead right now, 2 possessions. You do not need a 3 unless you have something. Right there's what you needed. Right there's what you needed.
What a beautiful, beautiful stroke there from Holyfield right at the free throw line. And a nice step-back move to separate himself from the defense. Under a minute left to play now. The Southerners trail by 2. Into Falcons. He's going to head fake, drives now, and a blocking foul called, and Falcons will head to the free throw line for an and-one opportunity.
Jonathan Shane picks up the foul for the Southerners.
And that head fake on the spin was just enough to get separation so he could drive. And Falcons will hit the and one. 11 points now in the game for Falcons, and the lead is back up to 5 for the Warriors. 45 seconds remaining. Sitkowski steps up to the top of the key. Drives to his left. Can't hit the shot through the trees. Halford comes down with a long rebound. Sitkowski spins, leaves it with Holyfield. Holyfield almost double teamed.
Watch the Longo Phelps down here, because a while ago they were pretty much
Phelps finishes with his right hand, and he'll go to the free throw line. Devin Halford was supposed to be getting back on defense and instead was turned around talking to Coach McKee. You saw his head turned around looking at the bench there on the replay, and that allowed the easy one-on-one for Avery Phelps. He's probably going to win that 9 out of 10 times.
The foul was on Sitkowski, and that's his 3rd.
And Phelps will hit the and one. 7 points in the quarter, now give him 20 for the game, and the Southerners will hold for the last shot. 10 seconds remaining, 41-33. Coming out to set screens for Sitkowski to open up the drive or give him a look at a 3. Now they dish it off. Holyfield for 3, left elbow, and he'll hit it at the buzzer. They go all night without hitting one, but it's Matthew Holyfield who drains a triple at the buzzer to make it a 5-point ball game once again. As we take a look at the Ritter Communications replay, Holyfield makes it 36-41 in favor of Westside. We're back with more action from the Warrior Dome right after this on Tubetown, live local from Ritter Communications.
Denver's Refrigeration is a proud supporter of the Westside Warriors. Just like the Westside School District strives for excellence by engaging learners, empowering minds, and educating all, Denver's Refrigeration strives for excellence by providing you with knowledgeable staff, quality workmanship, and speedy service. At Denver's Refrigeration, we believe it's a great time to be a Westside Warrior. Denver's Refrigeration, 3501 East Parker Road in Jonesboro.
Andy Menace and West Cisco back here with you to start the fourth quarter. Quite a finish there in the third quarter for the Southerners, as it's Matthew Holyfield draining a triple as time expires to head to the fourth. Their first three-pointer of the night. It comes in very dramatic fashion and kind of a big deal as it makes it a 5-point ball game once again.
Yeah, the only thing is, too bad they don't have possession coming out into the fourth quarter, but Westside will have the ball.
Warriors will open up with their starting five. It'll be Mack, Feltz, Schwartz, Rockers, and Felkins. There's a drive by Felkins off the mark. Southerners come down with a rebound. For them, it'll be Longo, Painter, Sikowski, Hawford, and Holyfield. Scratch that. Make it Shane instead of Painter.
And I tell you what, that was another rush shot by Felkins.
Now Felkins has looked a little off tonight. There's a nice little dump off down low for Longo, and Longo will make it a 3-point game. Felkins sidesteps the defense, feeds it into Feltz. Nice last second dump off to Rockers, and Rockers will go to the free throw line. Watch the unselfish basketball here by the Warriors. There's the dish. Feltz had a chance to lay that one in and instead leaves it with Rockers. And the foul is going to go against Trevor Longo. That is his third, and Rockers will hit his first free throw on this attempt. Now 3 for 4 in the game with 3 points, all of them coming from the charity stripe.
Got them both.
And that makes it a 5-point game once again. The Southerners can't get over this 5-point deficit. They've been stuck here for quite a little bit. They tied it up with 3:15 left to play in the third quarter, but immediately the Warriors regained the lead, and they still have yet to relinquish it.
Yeah, it was just, and that was on Avery Feltz.
There's Holyfield working against Rockers, and the Warriors come up with a defense. And now a little bit of extracurricular away from the ball. Mack tripped up by Holyfield as Holyfield was on the court. I don't know if he grabbed Mack or not, but the referees are discussing
and
here.
And it is going to be an intentional foul.
That's going to be a flagrant foul. They'll get Holyfield for his third personal. Warriors came up with the steal, and Holyfield just frustrated fouled Kessler Mack, and that will send him to the bench. Jake Painter checking back into the game.
And again, getting chippy out here.
Kessler, take a look at the replay here, and there was the takedown. Feltz is at the free throw line shooting technicals. He hits them both. I don't know if we have any more of that.
Mack did that.
Excuse me. Yeah, Kessler Mack, beg your pardon. Got it right on the score sheet, just came wrong out of my mouth. Makes it a 7-point game once again. Coach McKee over here talking with Holyfield before he sends him back down to the bench. There's a little collision there between Feltz and Sikowski. Feltz just says, I'll put up a 3. Well, if he had drained that, that would have been a big-time hit. Sikowski dribbles it off of his foot ahead to Feltz. Feltz leaning into the defense. Yep, no continuation in high school, so Feltz will just pick up the foul there.
And that was on Halford, and that's his first, as Holyfield checks back into the ball game.
Sikowski will check out of the game for Holyfield, and Rockers will inbound it into Felkins. Felkins over to Mack, now to Feltz. Kicks it out.
Might have got away with the travel there.
Oh, Felkins tried to go baseline, but instead he got blocked by 2 members of the Southerners team. Well, Trevor Longo and Jonathan Shane both went up. Take a look at the replay here. Watch 10 and 32. One? Oh, just one.
Yeah, that was...
Yeah, Longo got a good block there. There's a 3-pointer from Kessler Mack. And now he has hit 3 triples in tonight's ball game.
He's up to 11 points now, Andy.
Extends the lead back up to 10. You know, I said Felkins wasn't having a very good game. He's also into double digits. He's got 11 points, but you're talking about guys that usually score, you know, over 15 in a game. So I don't want to say too much about them having an off night because they're still ahead by 10 here with 5:45 left to play. Now fighting for the ball. Mack comes up with it, ahead now to Felkins. Felkins in the front court, nearly hacked by Halford. Splits the defense, leaves it with Feltz. Now to Mack, back-to-back three-pointers, can't hit them.
And
that'll be on Rockers, and a nice little sell job there by Jonathan Shane. It looked like he got just enough contact to knock him off balance, and he'll hit the deck, and the foul is called on Rockers.
And that's going to be his third personal foul.
Got to credit Southside for staying in this ball game, only trailing by 10. You might say to yourself that's double digits, but with 5:30 left to play here in the ball game, we saw them work their way back up from 10 real quick and in a hurry in the last quarter. Here's Halford working to the left now, looking for a baseline. Holyfield, now he's trapped on the baseline, gets it to Sikowski. He's trying to go around Schwartz, can't get around him. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors.
Out of bounds, Southside basketball.
Great job by Schwartz there, staying in front of his man.
Well, how fun will this game be in the rematch at Southside? Especially when you have Kobe Rich back.
How about Rockers coming up with another steal there, sticking his big paw up and knocking that one out of the air. There's a feed over in the corner to Felkins. Yes, sir. Corner pocket three, good for Riley Felkins.
We got a timeout called by Southside.
Coach Whitmire's fired up. Felkins is fired up. Feltz is fired up. Everybody's fired up here in the Warrior Dome. And with 4:50 left to play, a technical foul called on Matthew Holyfield. That'll be number 2. That'll be, I think that is numbered.
No, it's only his first. The Council's got the first one.
Well, they called this intentional foul.
Well, that's not the same. That's not in high school. That's not the same as a technical foul. But the only thing is, Southside had the basketball. Now we're going to come back. Westside will shoot free throws and get the basketball back.
A huge play after Felkins drains a corner triple. 51-38 now, your score, Westside leading.
Live coverage of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown brought to you by Denver's Refrigeration and Micah Tilley, independent consultant, and Roden and Fields.
51-38 your score. If you're just joining us, a technical foul assessed to Matthew Holyfield, his 4th personal. That'll be the 6th team foul on the Southerners here in the second half. And at the free throw line, attempting these technical free throws will be Kessler Mack. Mack has got 11 points so far here in the game. Give him 12 and potentially 13. And again, the Warriors will get the basketball. I'm not sure what Holyfield said out of that timeout, but whatever it was the wrong words to say, and the official was having none of it. So the Warriors get the ball back right at half court.
That is the 4th player technical foul in this ball game. 2 by each team.
It's been pretty chippy here so far. Here's a three-point attempt from Feltz. Silky, silky smooth.
Now the Warriors are starting to feel a little bit here.
Yep, that is their 3rd three-pointer here of the quarter. Southside has only hit 1 so far here in the game. There's a three-point attempt off the mark. Rebound. Halford now for 3. Schwartz comes up with the board. And now Feltz again, little heat check three-pointer, yes sir! Back-to-back triples for Avery Feltz, and it's now a 20-point ball game. Sikowski off the screen, travels. And, whoa, Feltz is pumped up now.
I think after that, I know he just called one, but I think another time, at least a 30-second timeout to stop the momentum for the Warriors. They're going to have to do something here.
Well, look for Feltz to try to get open and shoot a three-pointer like that, and he'll go to the free throw line. Halford right in his face. A little frustration call there. Just don't let him shoot that three-pointer, it looks like.
And now it's his second personal foul.
Devin Halford, her second, team's seventh. Avery Phelps at the line with the Warriors for 3 shots.
Phelps at the free throw line for the fourth time tonight. And he will hit 2 out of 2 so far. One more still to come. Can't hit the third, but Rockers comes down with the offensive rebound.
You got to block out, Andy, and there was no blocking out on
Phelps,
Southside
deep
there.
three-pointer, off the mark. Schwartz chasing down the rebound, nearly got to it. Well, he does get to it, but he gives it to the Southerners. Now here comes Sikowski with a full head of steam and a blocking foul called on Sikowski, or excuse me, on Mack, as Sikowski goes strong to the rack.
And that's going to be Mack's 4th personal foul.
Against the Warriors, number 3, Kessler Mack, his 4th, team 6. Number 21, Will Sikowski.
That is the 16th foul on the Warriors, so one more will put the Southerners at the free throw line for the remainder of the game. 17 fouls on the Southerners, so Warriors will be at the free throw line from here on out as you take a look at that replay from just moments ago. And Sikowski got away with a little foot drag there at the end of that. This game has been unbelievably physical between these two teams.
And the last thing he wants to do is pick up his second technical foul because they're going to be playing in the Heber Springs tournament over Christmas, and if he gets tossed, he'll miss the first game of that.
Sikowski hits both of them, brings it back to a 20-point ball game. Yeah, I understand there was a lot of contact on that play, but the foot drag across the belly, that was a little needless as Phelps just does what Avery Phelps does, just drives the lane and somehow finds a way to put the ball in the basket.
And Jonathan Shane picks up his 3rd. I'm sorry, didn't mean to step over you on that one.
That little hesitation, is he going to kick it out to the corner or is he not? He doesn't, and he hits both free throws. Three-pointer on the way, no good. Matt comes down with a rebound, trying to get it ahead to Phelps. Phelps can't get to it before the Southerners do. Here's Halford. 3:04 left to play. 3-point attempt from Halford, off the mark. Long rebound, Sikowski saves it. Step back three-pointer, missed everything. Again, they save it. Jonathan Shane comes up with it.
Tell you what, I am impressed by the Southerners. They are not going to give up. They're going to hustle for everything they can.
Nice drive attempt there by Devin Halford, trying to go to the left side and can't finish it. There's Avery Phelps trying to yam it home and make a statement, but he is a bit too strong and comes in off the back iron. There's Felkins with the attempt, and it's off the mark, and now here come the Southerners. Boy, that had the whole gym lit. Sikowski hits the easy fast break bucket. I think if Phelps had hit that jam, the lid would have come off.
Exactly, and that was only the, there's a 3-point for him.
He doesn't have to slam it home for the lid to come off the place as he hits his 3rd triple of the quarter.
But that was only his first 2-point field goal that he missed all game.
That's unbelievable. Here's Halford working against Mack. Well, Mack might have got away with a foul there. Sikowski now spinning into the defense.
Got it.
A great basket there by Will Sikowski. He'll go to the free throw line. Take a look at this.
Little 360 and the foul.
They call that on Dylan Schwartz. Really, it could have been either one of the Warriors who jumped up on that attempt.
And at the line for the and 1, number 21, Will Sikowski.
Halford comes over here to the bench, a little upset about being taken out there. Sikowski drains the and 1, and now with 1:40 left to play, some fresh faces coming into the game here for the Southerners. It's been a 25-9 run here for the Warriors in the 4th quarter. And Phelps again steps into one at the top of the key Are you kidding me? Avery Felts. 3 straight triples for the playmaker. And it's now 69-45 with 1:31 left to play. Just so effortless, West Cisco.
Oh, yeah, and that right there makes 37 points for Avery Felts.
What an unbelievable night for the playmaker, and we may have seen the last of him, but I don't know, as competitive as this has been, we may see him left back out there, but no, it's a fresh set of legs for Coach Whitmire and the Warriors to finish out this ball game.
I tell you right now, I know what the score says, but this has been a heck of a ball game. This has not been a blowout by any means necessary.
No, just the fourth quarter has been. It's been 3 quarters of great basketball and 1 quarter of complete dominance by the Warriors. Pass goes out of bounds, and it'll go back the other way now with Westside, which I don't mean that to slight Southside at all, because they've come in here tonight and played a heck of a ball game.
Exactly.
Just a little bit of foul trouble here and there. I mean, you had 3 of your starters with 3 or more fouls now. And it got very chippy early on. Westside very close to being called for backcourt there. Craig Harp with it for the Warriors.
Talk about the chippiness. So I'll go back to this. 4 player technical fouls and an intentional foul tonight called.
There's a 3-pointer from Johnson that's off the mark. Southerners come down with a rebound. It's Husky. Pushes it ahead to Jonathan Shane. Shane down on the baseline. Kick it across the corner now for Husky. Up and under, misses everything, and it'll go the other way now for the Warriors. 35.8 seconds remaining, 69-45 is the score.
Westside's next ball game will be at the NEA tournament where they take on the Blytheville Chickasaws.
Oh, that will be a fun rematch there.
And in the semifinals of the Division III boys, and Southside will go to Heber Springs to play in the Heber Springs tournament over Christmas.
There's Jake Painter with a good job on the fast break attempt, leaning into the defense. He'll go to the free throw line. Foul's going to be called on Braxton Wilbanks as Jake Painter will try to put his name into the scorebooks this evening. First one will fall for the 6'1" sophomore. Now that Westside Blytheville game ought to be very, very fun to watch. It's one we got to be a part of here in the Warrior Dome a few weeks back.
And we'll be at the rematch over in Chickasaw Gym.
That's right. There's a nice little handoff there from Childers on the baseline.
He was out of bounds, and he didn't establish position to get back in before the pass was sent to him.
That will all but do it here from the Warrior Dome with now under 10 seconds left. And the Southerners will finish up time here. Nice little show of sportsmanship there by Painter, trying to shake hands. And 2 teams will meet at midcourt with a final of 69-47. Westside defeating Southside. We're back with more to wrap up tonight's game. Right after this, we do want to remind you that Everyday Chef is a proud sponsor of Westside Warriors basketball on Tubetown. From unique products like Mackenzie Childs or dinnerware such as Vaetri and Juliska to art pieces from Arkansas artists James Hayes and Miller's Mud, they are your one-stop shop for all your gift and entertainment ideas as well as bridal registry. The Everyday Chef offers personalized service for all your gift needs and free gift wrapping. The Everyday Chef and the Wofford family are about giving back to community, and they want everyone to know that they care about their customers and always put them first. Come by and see them today at the Everyday Chef, 2325 Red Wolf Boulevard here in Jonesboro. We're back to wrap it up right after this on Tubetown.
It happens every Friday night. Come bid, buy, or sell at the Jonesboro Auto Auction, open to the public. You'll see all makes and models, all price ranges, sold at tremendous savings. We're open daily. All you have to do is call. We'll provide every detail on how to bid, buy, and sell. On Friday nights, go where the dealers go, the Jonesboro Auto Auction at the Bypass and Auction Road.
Bring a new style into your home that you'll love with Interior Design Plus. At Interior Design Plus, we believe everyone should love the look of their home. Located at 3510 Dan Avenue in Jonesboro, Interior Design Plus is dedicated to helping you achieve the look you've always wanted for your home or business. Whether it's freshening up a room or a complete redesign, call Joan or Carrie today and let Interior Design Plus provide the look you'll love for your home or business.
Andy Maness and West Cisco welcome you back to the Warrior Dome to wrap up this Tuesday night matchup between Westside and the Southside Southerners. It was a 37-point outing tonight for Avery Felts, although he did get some good help from his contributing cast in Riley Felkins and, of course, Kessler Mack. But really, it was just a great job shutting down that Southerner offense in the fourth quarter. I think, what did we read? It was a 35-9 run there for 25-9 run there for the Warriors in the fourth quarter. I don't remember what it was, but either way, we know that the Warrior defense showed up big in the fourth.
Ended up being a 28-11 fourth quarter.
They ended up shutting down the Southerners there in the fourth. Until that point, it had been a close back-and-forth ball game. The Warriors led by as many as 12 at the halftime break. And then, how about the third quarter? Southside comes back, not only ties it up, they take a momentary lead, but again, Westside just too strong in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, the Southerners outscored the Warriors 17-14 in the third, and then Westside just went off on that fourth quarter. But I tell you what, this score, I said this during the game, does not indicate how good of a basketball game this was.
Yep, again, we'll get to see these two teams play again a little bit later on down the line, more than likely. So again, the next game here on Tubetown is going to be in 2019. We hope to have you back with us after the new year. It'll be January 11th. We'll have the Pocahontas Redskins here in the Warrior Dome taking on your Westside Warriors. And again, we hope to have you back here for that one alongside with us. For everybody who made tonight's broadcast possible, a big shout out to them and a big thanks to all of our sponsors, of course. For my partner, West Cisco, I'm Andy Maness saying so long for 2018. Everyone have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We'll see you in 2019 back here on Tubetown. Live local from Ritter Communications.